Come here, I want to show you something. So this is my new studio. It's coming along. It's a little more finished this time. I got my desk and computer over there. I got the green screen, got a couple studio lights, but it's missing something, a new desk. Yeah, I don't have enough workspace on that desk over there. And the company Lazzo offered me this desk for a review. Let's build this thing and see what a gaming desk looks like. So as you can see, the desk is now built. It was a very easy process. It barely took me any time at all. In fact, as I was looking at the instructions, it's like only one page. And how many furniture pieces have you built? That's just one page of instruction. And half of that was just listing how many parts are included. Very straightforward. You literally just screw the legs to the table, and then there's a couple of bars that you put on to secure it from the bottom. Very simple, anyone can do it. My remarks about how it was packaged with a cheaper, harder foam that tends to kind of break apart when hit around a little bit too much. So a lot of the foam particles came out when I unpacked it and just had foam everywhere, which was a little annoying. But at the end of the day, if it keeps the price down and I never have to think about it again, I can't really criticize that. But if they were to make a more pleasant unboxing experience, I would say use maybe a softer foam that wouldn't just bust apart as soon as you open it up. Now, let's talk about the tabletop itself. Now, it has a carbon fiber texture to it. It's not actually carbon fiber. It is sort of etched into the top of the table, or wrapped on it, I should say. This is a carbon fiber styled wrap that is etched onto the top of the table. The table itself is a really compact particle board that's kind of used in a lot of desks. For instance, this one had it, and it's not like a particularly cheap particle board. It's actually a very durable kind of particle board, but it's not quite solid wood. But it is a very compressed, so it's very strong. I like that it has the carbon fiber style to it because it's going to attract less fingerprints and be a little less noticeable. The only thing I don't care for is the fact that there is a seam. These are two pieces that are sort of fused together from the bottom, so they're not going anywhere. There's nothing to pull this apart. This is very sturdy here. But aesthetically, I just kind of wish this was one piece. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but if I was to criticize something, it's that. But they did it in such a way that it's not going to be a problem because they're very even, and when you have your keyboard here, it's not like they're on separate surfaces that, you know, are higher and lower. So there's not going to be any wobble there. Whereas on my L-shaped desk in the corner section, I had that problem. One thing I will say about that print, though, is at first I thought this would make an excellent mouse pad, that the texture would be good. And I think that would be true if you're using an optical mouse. They tend to handle surfaces like this a lot better. I'm using a laser mouse, and it can't read it for whatever reason. I think just it shoots the beams, shoots the little photons in different directions. And when I'm using it, the mouse is just jumping all around and it's unusable. So you have to use a mouse pad. If you're looking for a table that you don't need a mouse pad for, this ain't it. Now, they do include a stand, and this, you can still see some of the foam pieces that I was talking about that was annoying. It won't go away. But they have this stand to place in the back of the PC that gets bracketed on with these. Oh, sorry, like this. and then it fits onto the back. That's to put your monitor on, the monitor stand right there. But I'm not using it, as you can see, because I have a massive monitor. It's a 32-inch, and then I have my secondary monitor above it, and there was just no space to have it in between it without it being like stupid tall. So I'm not going to use it, but it is there in case you were wondering about that, because it is advertised. It is there, I'm just not using it. I didn't attach it. And they didn't make it so that it looks weird without it. Like, there's no holes at the bottom, at the top here. But there is a spot where you can screw it in from the bottom. So if you don't want it, it's not like something looks like it's missing. So I do appreciate that. Now for the side, we have the cup holders, which will not fit mugs, but you can fit things like thermoses or beer, and it fits just fine there. Kind of an awkward spot for it, but you know, still arm's length for me. I can still reach it pretty good. One of the things that is nice is that it has the headphone rack on the side, so you can just pull your headphones out and have a good place to put them without them, you know, like laying on your desk and getting in the way. It's a nice space saver. And they do have little cable management ports on the back, which are nice to have. The rubber, I don't know what you would call it, stoppers, grommets. I think this is a little too small. You can fit like one cable through there, and not even all. So on this side, where I have all the cables running from the PC coming up, I just took this out. So it's just the hole, which is fine. It'll work just fine. On this side, I have it because all that's going through there is my headphone cable. The red bars are, in fact, branded as Lazzo, so you know it's not just some generic desk that is being sold by multiple stores. As for the weight test, I think Tom would be upset if I didn't do this. How you doing? Well, there you have it. It can support my weight. And as you can see, the cable management that I'm dealing with is kind of bad. That's my fault. They did include cable management clips that you can attach to the back of the desk, whether it be the crossbars, anywhere you want, because they have a 3M sticky side to them, so you can kind of stick it wherever you want and then clasp in some of the cables, which is cool. I just haven't used it because I really don't know how I'm gonna get help with that. That's pretty bad. But I know cable management matters to you guys, or at least some of you, so they did. I wanted you to know that they did include that so that you can keep up on that. Well, there you have it. If there's any questions you have that I may have left out about it, feel free to ask me in the comments below. The link for it will be in the description, and in the email they mentioned that they would have some sort of discount code for my subscribers. So if they get to that to me in time, it will also be in the link in the description, unless this is way in the future and time has run out on that. I really don't know at this point, but I'll see what I can do for you, and I'll leave it down below. Well, that's it for me. Well, I'll see you guys later.